Good morning. How are you all today? I'm Joan, and this is Joan's Sewing Room. Well, today I'm working on something new. Well, not new, it's old. But this is the quilt that I started a couple months ago that I did not finish. So the reason why I'm working on this today and not my butterfly log cabin quilt is because I made a big mistake again. I could blame it on my age. I'm 74, but I don't know if that'll work. But anyway, in any case, I failed to put in an extra roll of white, an inch wide. And so yesterday, after 3 days of working on this, and thought I was done making all the smaller squares to make one giant square, I studied it and realized that I failed to put in the extra square. Let me find not the square, but the roll. So this is what I'm talking about. This is the squares that I've been working on. So each one of these has this square, this white roll, and this white roll, and then it has a 2.5 inch white that goes around it on the white side. So for some reason I overlooked it, and I just added one white, and then I jumped up to the 2.5 by 2.5, or 2.5 by 12 inches roll. So I have had to go back and cut down all my whites to make it right, to make the pattern right. And the funny thing is, last week when I was putting on the second cross, I didn't even notice that I had made that mistake. And I couldn't understand why it was not matching up to the other one, the other cross square of the 4. So I decided, after 3 days of working on these squares, the smaller squares, and discovering that, for one thing, I still didn't have enough squares to make 6 more giant squares of the 4. So confusing. That I needed to make 1 more. I had 5 done, and then realizing, so anyway, I decided to take a break today. Today is Tuesday. And I decided I would put some binding on this quilt and get it done and give it away for a Christmas present to a family member. So that's what I'm doing. I needed to to give my brain a break away from it for right now, and I will start it back up. But it's just mine blowing for me. And I was thinking, oh yes, I finally got through all the squares and I can put the 4 squares together to make one big giant square. And no. So anyway, that's where I'm at. Almost to the crying point. Thinking, oh no, what did I do? I don't believe you did this, Joan. Oh my gosh. Where's my glasses? I lost my glasses. Good thing I have 3 more pairs in here. So forgive me. Yeah, so. Let me see what scissors I can. So I turned to this quilt. I want to get this done. I also, in the back of this brain here, I've been pondering about Christmas gifts and wanting to get those started. But I also wanted to finish that quilt. And so I've been pushing myself on that to get it done. And I've just been racking my brain and going a little nuts. So I decided to give my brain a rest here and finish up this and try to finish up that quilt. Probably 7 of them, I would think. Cut this off here to get a good straight line. And I am gonna cut 2.5 inches. One. Two. Four. 5. 6. think that's enough, but we will see. Now I'll take it back over the machine and sew these together. Excuse me. I'm going to put my right sides together. And when it sews, it'll go if I sew it this way, it'll go that way. Okay. From corner to corner. You've seen this before, but if you haven't, this is how you do it on the bias to make a continuous piece of fabric, or in this case, binding. And what you want to do is create a corner here by laying your fabric over the top. And so you have a corner here and a corner there. And then I go with the next one. So this one will lay out flat like this. Just like that. So we go to the next one. Okay, then we open this one up. I'm going to cut this part off because it's the end of it. Add another one. Continue sewing. Hopefully I did it right this time. It's easier to do it when there's a current to it. All right, so we got all that done. All right, so now I take it to the iron and I iron it. All right. So this is when you come up to a corner, if you haven't seen this before, it's called a minor corner. So when you come up and you're sewing along, you come up and you sew a 1/4 inch away from the edge. You stop, back stitch. Then you take your fabric here and you fold it straight up like that. And remember, it's still sewed there. This one is sewed there, okay? Bring it straight up, and then you bring it down again. And then you just sew from here down. You don't sew here. And the reason is because there's going to be a pocket. When you open the pocket, it will make this corner look pretty, and it'll make the other corner look pretty on the back side. Took me forever to learn how to do that. Just that little fold. I just could not get it. I even had my friend who is a quilter show me over and over and over. It just took so long for my brain to click. But I'm not that great on finishing off these. I'm just really particular and picky. I got it. All right, cool, cool, cool. Yay, I did it, I did it. So I cut 7 of these, and that was enough to go around. Thank goodness. And when it comes to this, I can either do what I did when I put them together on a bias, but I don't because I haven't figured it out yet. So I'm just gonna finger press this. Join this one in there. Just like this. All right, so that one's broken. So let's take it to the machine and sew it on. So normally you would start where you start. You start where you started laying this out. So let's see. Where is it? What? Trying to find the starting point. And I can't find it. All right, well, can't find it, so I'm just gonna start sewing. Hopefully, it'll be all right. My stitch is at 3. I do believe it's big enough. I didn't. Okay, so what had happened here, for some reason, I have a lot of slack, so I'm gonna have to hopefully find my end here And I get to show you how I'm going to do this minor corner. So let's pray I get it right. Funny, funny, right? Okay, so I stop there. Then I stop it, cut the thread. Hold the fabric up like so. So there's a V. I mean, like, see, it goes like this. And then you put your fingers there and you bring it back down so it's level. Like level with the fabric here. And then you turn it around like this. And you sew it down. Just like that. Now my girlfriend showed me how to do it. And like I said, it took me several times to figure it out. So don't be mad at yourself if you don't get it the first time. All right, what the heck happened here? Something stretch. Or what? I'm gonna have to trim that. Pretend like you didn't see this. Something went wrong. All right, so we're at another corner here. Sew up to this point, right there, back stitch, cut it off. Oops, just pulled it off of there, didn't I? Sorry about that, Yuki. I'm going to put this back here like so. continue on. Okay, coming up to another corner. Stop. That stitch. Got it. Bring it up here like so. Put your fingers here, fold it back over the top of it. Like that. Pin it like that. Start down the edge. Just like that. Okay. I have it all sewed on. So now the next thing is to flip my corner over like this and flip this all back like this. Now, what I need to do is I am going to turn this over like so. And I am going to clip it just like that. See the raw edges here? Well, this right here covers it and makes it pretty. And this is the corner, okay? So this side looks real pretty. See that? Can you see? All right. Now, when we flip it over like so, let's flip this one over first. Then you have, let me show you, my thumb is in your way. When you flip it over, you have a nice corner here, and you have a nice corner there. Now, instead of taking this back to the machine and sewing it down, I'm going to sew it by hand. And it'll take me a long time. This is what you do when you put your border on. It cleans up your edges, makes it a lot prettier. Since I had to go in and remove some of the quilting, I might just end up tying it. I don't know yet. I'm just gonna fold it over like so, all the way around. Oh, sorry about that. So when I'm done with it, I'll come back another day, it's not going to be today, and show you what it looks like all sewn down. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're not too disappointed that I wasn't working on the butterfly quilt. I will get that done. And I'll probably only be sewing on this at night when I'm watching TV, because I'm going to sew on by hand. For one reason, when it comes to sewing it on, I just don't get it. It just doesn't come out pretty, like because you're sewing it, and then sometimes your stitching line will come right on here and not on here. Every time for me. So I think I'll just sew it by hand in dark blue. Or, yeah, dark blue, I guess. Uh-oh. Didn't get that sewed on very well. I'll have to go back and fix that. Shoot. I'll have to red flag that one. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you again for watching my videos. And if you like it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, leave me a comment, and I will see you next Monday.
Tuesday.
Hopefully with good news that has something to do with the butterfly log cabin quilt. All right. Thanks again. Bye-bye.